The Fifth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution is a part of the Bill of Rights that provides several key protections in legal and criminal proceedings. Its most well-known aspect is the protection against self-incrimination, often referred to as the right to remain silent. Here's a breakdown of the major protections under the Fifth Amendment. Right against self-incrimination. This means that individuals cannot be compelled to testify or provide information that could incriminate themselves in a crime. This is the basis for the phrase, pleading the Fifth. It prevents the government from forcing people to give statements or evidence that might be used against them in a criminal case. Due process. The Fifth Amendment ensures that the government cannot deprive anyone of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. This establishes a legal requirement that the government must respect all legal rights owed to a person. Double jeopardy. The amendment protects individuals from being tried twice for the same crime after being acquitted or convicted. Eminent domain. It requires that the government provide just compensation if it takes private property for public use. Grand jury requirement. In federal cases, the amendment mandates that serious criminal charges, felonies, must be brought by a grand jury. Can police force people to give up their Fifth Amendment rights? Generally, no. The police cannot force individuals to waive their Fifth Amendment rights. Individuals have the right to remain silent, and law enforcement officers must respect this if a person explicitly invokes it. This means that if a person says something like, "I am invoking my Fifth Amendment right," or "I want to remain silent," the police must generally stop questioning about the crime. However, there are limits and nuances to this right. Miranda warning. The police are required to inform individuals of their right to remain silent and to have an attorney, Miranda rights, before custodial interrogation. If they fail to do so, any statements made may be inadmissible in court. Waiver. A person can waive their Fifth Amendment rights voluntarily, knowingly, and intelligently. This often happens when people choose to speak with the police after being read their Miranda rights. If someone waives their right and chooses to talk, their statements can generally be used in court. Public safety exception. In situations where there is an immediate threat to public safety, the Supreme Court has allowed police to question a suspect without a Miranda warning temporarily. However, this is an exception and is not meant to coerce a waiver of Fifth Amendment rights. In general, while police can encourage people to talk, they cannot legally force or coerce someone to give up their Fifth Amendment rights.